In this video, we provide an overview of Lesson 5.2, which is all about binomial probability distributions. These slides are based on slides provided by Pearson to accompany our textbook. They're also based on some slides provided one of my friends and colleagues, James Liley at Tulsa Community College. He had some great examples in his Chapter 5 PowerPoint, and I've incorporated some of his examples in these slides. So after looking at James' slides and Pearson's slides, I modified them for our course. I added some text, I added some graphics, I often changed out the examples to help better support you as you do your homework and to better support you as you prepare for exams. So this is the second section in Chapter 5. There are actually three sections, in Chapter 5, but we only cover 2 in our course due to time constraints. So this section is about a particular discrete probability distribution called a binomial probability distribution. This is from Essentials of Statistics, 6th edition by Mario Triola. So here are our learning outcomes. First, we will want to learn what a binomial probability distribution is. And then we want to determine whether a given procedure results in a binomial distribution. Then we want to state that 5% guideline for cumbersome calculations. We actually saw that in a previous section as well. And then we want to determine whether the 5% rule applies. Then we will want to list 4 methods for computing probabilities coming from binomial distributions. And then we want to apply those methods for computing the probabilities. And then in this learning outcome, we'll learn to compute the mean, variance, and standard deviation of a binomial probability distribution. It's actually pretty simple. There's some very simple, easy formulas for those. And then once we have those population parameters, we're going to use the range rule of thumb to determine whether a given value is significantly high or significantly low. And then lastly, we're going to use probabilities to determine whether a number of successes is significantly high or low. So this lesson is really just about binomial probability distributions in general. Specifically, we're going to learn how to find binomial probabilities. We're going to learn some easy methods for calculating the mean and standard deviation. And then lastly, we're going to stress the importance of interpreting probability values to determine whether the events are significantly high or significantly low. And we're going to use 2 different methods for that. We're going to look at the range rule of thumb, and we're also going to use probabilities.